What's up guys, it's me Eric B and welcome back to the channel. I'm here at Flip My Cycle here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and today the good folks at Flip My Cycle are allowing me to once again test one of their awesome bikes, and this is going to be the 2017 Honda CBR 1000 Double R, courtesy of Cycle Cruiser. So already this thing just screams like bad assery. Is that a word? I don't know. This thing is awesome in the red color. It already has a M4 shorty exhaust on it, and I think that's about all that's done to it so far. But I'm gonna do a quick little walk around here so you guys can check this thing out. It's in awesome condition. Just looks amazing. And then let me start it up so you can hear the exhaust note right quick. And the screen on this thing is amazing as well. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. All right, let's check it out. Yeah guys, so I'm gonna get on this thing, do a little review for you, and quick side note, so this is gonna be my first liter bike that I've ever been on on the street right now today. You guys might have already seen my previous video I did on my Gixxer 600, the initial review on that, so this is probably gonna be night and day in terms of power, but we'll see. So let's get out there and have some fun. Alright guys, let's get started here. So overall, just sitting on this right away, I'm 6'2", so I completely flat foot this thing, and the riding position seems to be pretty comparable to my Gixxer. I don't seem too far forward or anything like that. Maybe different for some other guys, but yeah, feels pretty good right away. The seat isn't too bad as well. So let's go ahead and get her started. There we go. And I like how I don't have to hold the clutch in either, like most Suzuki's. Alright, I believe this thing has a quick shifter on it, because all the newer bikes pretty much have them, so I'm gonna test that out. Okay, stop. So before everyone freaks out in the comments section, this particular bike did not have a quick shifter on it. I thought it did. It was the first time I rode a newer bike like that, so I just wanted to make sure everyone was tracking. I know it's an option, but it didn't have one. So back to our regularly scheduled program. All right, so tell me down in the comments below, guys, what's your favorite bike? Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, Ducati, Aprilia. I miss any out there? I have never been really a fan of Honda. I've always liked Suzukis and Yamahas, but today I think that might change my mind. And right now I have it in mode 1, which is like I guess ludicrous mode. Now I like on the display how I'm able to see what gear I'm in, because I always forget what gear I'm in on my bike every time. This thing freaking pulls. It's insane. Yeah, you gotta hold on when you get on this thing. Holy moly. Very nice. Alright, so we go back to the question of, should you start on a 300, 600, or 1000? You get a lot of people that say, oh, you know, I've started on 1000 with no problem, or 600 or whatever. And you can do that, you know, you're all adults, you can do what you're gonna do. Just be responsible about it. And with this new technology on these bikes, 600 and 1000s, they have the rider modes. So nowadays it's really not that big of a deal to actually probably start on a 600 or a 1000, just because you can put it in a very tame mode. It's not going to be all crazy for you. I'm still going to always recommend that people start on a smaller bike, like a 300. I started on a 300, and it just gives you time to kind of get used to riding and get more confident. Exhaust on this thing sounds mean as hell. Alright, so if you're not a Honda guy like me, you may want to reconsider giving this thing a shot, because not only does it look good, this thing performs good as well. Now, when I was turning, I'm not a pro or anything like that, or you know, an expert in drag and knee or anything, but just going into the turns, it didn't feel as light as my 600 trying to lean it over and turn. My 600 feels like it leans over and turns more effortlessly. Had to slow down trying to say that word. This one takes a little bit more to get it to do what you want. Although this bike is a little bit heavy, I think it's a little over 400 pounds, 420, 430, something like that, plus or minus, but pretty close. Going back on the ergonomics, this bike feels great riding, you know, for a short period of time. It's probably good on a road trip. It's probably not going to be too bad. Like I said, the seating position isn't too aggressive. It is a little bit, but it's not too bad. Like I said, it almost feels like my Gixxer. Handlebar position is okay. The feel and the ride and everything, it feels pretty comfortable, and the seat's not too hard or anything like that. I can flick this bike around pretty decently. It's not too bad. So like I said, it is heavier, but it's nothing you can't handle at all. Power. I don't know how much I can. This thing is insane, but this is my first 1000 that I've ridden, and I haven't really had a chance to compare it to any of the other ones. So once I do that, we'll see how that goes, because I plan to ride an R1 and a couple other ones, and we'll get a good comparison there. Brakes feel really good, no issue with those there. I'm gonna give it another little test here when we turn around, see how they grab. So far, man, this thing is a strong bike. I like it. I don't feel that this bike runs too hot or anything like that. It is about 50 degrees here right now, and we're sitting at about 190, and I was just sitting there idling, so temp's gone up a little bit. But I know some of these other bikes, like the Ducati V4s, I can't remember the other one. There's a couple other ones that they get pretty hot in town, and especially during the summer. I don't think Honda or anything like that's ever really had an issue with overheating. If I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. He doesn't want any of this. The old Mustang don't want none of this. Me bringing this bad boy back, and it sucks because this thing is so awesome. But once again, the TFT display is amazing. Like I said, you have your different rider modes and everything like that on here. You're able to also customize them to your liking, so you can customize the wheelie control, the engine braking, things like that. And if I'm not mistaken, this bike has 189 horsepower with about 85 foot-pounds of torque. So this thing is just insane with the power. And like I said, it's a little over 400 pounds. It's a little heavier than a 600, than what I'm used to. But this thing you can still flick it around and have some fun with it. It feels a little bit heavier in the turns, but that's not anything you can't get used to. Suspension, everything feels amazing. It's not real soft, but it's not too tight. Feels great, and it's just, to me, it feels like a comfortable bike. But no doubt, this thing will stand up on you if you're not ready for it. There's not a lot of bad things I can say about this bike so far. I haven't had really enough time with it to really have any cons or anything. It's just been all good so far. But yeah, guys, if you're looking to get a CBR 1000, I would not hesitate at all to take a look at this bike. This thing is amazing. But leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this bike. And if you have anything similar or whatever, if you want to compare it to, please like and subscribe. And also check out the guys here at Flip My Cycle. Just want to thank them again for allowing me to do a first ride and review on this bad boy. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.